there! My name is Clarice. I am a teacher in Acadsoc.
Hello, my name is Julio Del Rosario, but most of my students call me Roman, and I am a teacher in Acadsoc.
Hello, my name is Yovana, and I'm a teacher in Acadsoc.
Hello, my name is RJ. I'm a teacher in Acadsoc.
How do you define teaching as a profession?
I would say teaching is as toilsome as any other profession out there, such as medicine, engineering, or law. I think being a teacher is the most noble job that anyone could ever ask for. Teaching is not an easy task.
First and foremost, other than a teacher being a profession, I believe the best kind of teachers, the most ideal teachers, are the ones that seek pure joy and a sense of fulfillment when they're able to watch their pupils or people who want to better themselves actually become better. There's a really enlightening sense of reward.
Well, I think being a teacher is one of the most important jobs in the world, and if not the greatest one, because a teacher works with young children, and young children don't know how the world around them works. So a teacher's job is to help them understand everything and to help them become good people in the future.
I think about it in a very simple way, actually. It starts with the thought of passing your knowledge to someone who doesn't have that knowledge yet.
Teaching requires a lot of patience, and having patience is not an easy task. So yes, teaching is tough. It can be pretty exhausting at some point. But at the end of the day, teaching is a very fulfilling and rewarding job.
Is there any teacher who had a great influence on you when you were at school? How did that person influence you?
She was our head teacher at the third year of high school, and she was so lovely. She created a great relationship with us. The whole class admired her, not only because she knew how to pass her knowledge on to us, she knew how to teach us everything using a lot of different sources, a lot of different books, videos, presentations, drawings, everything. So when I walked out of her class, I didn't forget everything that she was talking. I remembered everything, and I didn't have to learn or to study at home. Yes, I think that she had the greatest influence on me, because when seeing her teaching, I knew that was my dream job.
I can't say there was a specific one, really. Some influenced me more than others, but in my eyes, any small influence anyone has on my personality has made me into the exact person that I am today. I praise all of them for what they did, are doing, and will do, and how they treated me, whether it was good or bad, because everything they did to me has influenced me and made me into the exact person that I am today, which I cannot be prouder of.
Yes, there is. I address her as Miss Katie. She was my oral communication professor back in 11th grade. You see, the reason why I consider Miss Katie as the teacher who had the greatest influence in me is because, just like she said, the subject that she was teaching was oral communication. And at that time, I was at my lowest. I was experiencing depression. And the only way I could alleviate or voice out what I was feeling was through writing. Writing speeches, to be specific, because that was our performance task for the subject. It is common that teachers and students do not have a personal relationship outside school. And that's very professional. I respect that. But Miss Katie was an exception. Despite her busy schedule, I remember after class, she would find the time just to talk to me, ask me how I've been, and to let me confide my burdens. For the first time in such a long time, I didn't feel like I was alone. I didn't feel insignificant anymore. She listened to me and she gave me meaningful advices. And because of that, life became a little bit easier to bear.
There was this teacher who was also a professor in another university. She had a PhD, and what I love about her is that she was very, very stern, and she was always very strict with you getting answers correctly, but she loved it when you challenged yourself. So I remember being nervous to answer her questions in class, but at the same time, whenever I got it right, she would reassure me how right I was and how happy she is that I got it right. So personally, I don't like it when teachers are too strict, but I love it when teachers know that they're there to bring the best out in you. And I saw that in her. I had such a fun time in her class. It was a history class, and you always wanted to answer without guessing in that class. But at the same time, whenever you got something right, she was so happy. She wasn't just strict. She just wanted to see the best out in you. And it's very inspiring to know that when you're learning something, you want to try to do your best. And not just, you can't just shoot your shot and not expect to learn something from your mistakes. I think that's why I like that teacher so much, is that she wants us to learn from every mistake we do. And I think that's a great factor of a great teacher.
Talk about behaviors that you do not like on a teacher. Why? How do you avoid such behaviors?
I would have to say unprofessionality, or the lack of professionality above all others. Whether you're educated or uneducated, you graduated from college, if you have a master's degree, you're a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, president, any kind of leader, or if you didn't even go to school at all. If you are professionally behaved, you will want to treat your fellow human beings the way you want to be treated, with respect. It's not always easy to avoid being unprofessional, as we are all humans and we all have moments where we're tired in one way or another. And being tired makes staying professional very difficult, especially in situations where your patience is being tested in more than one direction. It becomes a huge psychological battle between you and your limits, while looking at your best for your students. Because remember, your students aren't just learning from what you're saying, they're also learning from what they are seeing.
The first thing I don't like to see on a teacher in the classroom is when a teacher yells. It's not a good way. The good way is to state the rules to your student, to say what they can and what they cannot do. So to say that in a polite way at the beginning of the course, because if you do not do that, they will not know how to behave. They will feel free to maybe talk very much in your classroom. Another thing that I don't like to see is when a teacher just pays attention on the lesson. It's okay that a teacher finishes the lesson during the class, but what's not okay is that a teacher really does not care about the student's needs. A student is able to raise their hand and ask what's wrong, what they do not understand, to correct a teacher if the teacher is making a mistake. So that's what I try to avoid I try to avoid yelling and being disrespectful. I don't think about that at all. It's very important that I tell them and I show them that that's not good. If they're being disrespectful to me, I just say, okay, but that is not good. Let's try the other way of communication. And of course, what I do a lot in my classes is I ask a lot of questions. Is that okay? Do you understand everything? Is everything clear? Do you have any questions? And I tend to help students when they're having difficulties with the course.
I think the bad qualities of a teacher would be someone who doesn't see the rewarding nobility of being a teacher and just sees it as just any other profession. People are teachers because they want to make other people be the best that they can be. They want to inspire people. I feel as if teachers who don't think like that, teachers who are too business-minded, who don't see that their students are also growing, learning individuals, and just see them as another, see them as a customer. I really don't like it when teachers think like that. To the point where they don't make room for their pupils to make mistakes. I feel the first step to becoming better at something is to realize that you're not that good. And I believe it's teachers' job to inspire other people to be the best they can be, not punish them for being not the best yet.
I can only think of one behavior which I do not like on a teacher. And that is the lack of understanding and compassion towards students. I know teaching is a difficult job, but some teachers can be a little bit insensitive towards their students when it comes to project deadlines and workload, academic workload. What I do to avoid such behavior is I don't give heavy assignments to my students, but what I do is I give them simple tasks which they can try to do.
How do you feel about being a teacher now?
It's sort of like being a parent or any other guide. You're there to guide and to teach people, bring out the best in them. You're not just there to follow the lesson plan and just be done with it after that. Being a teacher, it feels so rewarding. It feels so rewarding that you can help other people help themselves. You can help other people be better in what they want to be better at. That's so rewarding. And when they finally get what you're teaching them, there's that moment when they tell you that they understand or they get something.
So far, I can say that teaching makes me happy. The cheerful and bright young learners I meet, they make me smile by being so smart in class. And also those adults who know how to maintain a good conversation, they share beautiful insights, and I appreciate their effort. So these are the things I look forward to whenever I teach in Acadsoc.
One word: tired. Being tired is good. That means that you're working hard. If you're not tired, that usually means you aren't working hard enough. Being a teacher is just like any other job. Whether you're a security guard, a janitor, an engineer, a lawyer, a police officer, or even a president. If you give all you have to your job, you are likely to feel tired a lot of the time. But that just shows how dedicated you are to doing the job with everything you have, with your best intentions.
I could not be happier because it's such an honor to be a teacher, to see your students grow, gain more knowledge, and to see how you help them learn. In my case, English. So when several classes pass and when I see that they know what we did in the first class, that's that cannot make me happier. So I think that my job cannot be better for me. I cannot have any better job because this is what I like and this is what I feel is my goal in life, my call in life.
Do you have any wishes to other teachers in Acadsoc?
Of course, I wish them all the best because I think they know they have the best job in the world. They are working with a lot of great students and I wish them to stay here as much as possible. Again, I wish you all the best and I hope to hear from you.
Nothing is ever always totally in our control. So I just wish you all a little bit of luck. And remember, a single grain of rice can tip the scale. One small gesture of kindness can mean the difference between having just a student or making a new friend. Happy Teacher's Day, everyone!
I wish that they would experience the true joy of connecting with other humans, connecting with other people from different cultures, not just as students, but as mentors and individuals who want to better themselves. I hope that by helping other students learn something, you're learning something about yourself as well. Because I've learned a lot of things about myself and responsibility from teaching others. By teaching others, I'm teaching myself as well. I wish that other people in Acadsoc have the best experience they can ever have. And I hope they love their job. And I hope they're having fun, because teaching and learning is supposed to be fun. It's a very, it's a thing you have to take seriously, but I really hope you're having fun while teaching. Okay, this has been Teacher Julio. Thank you so much for listening. Happy Teacher's Day, everyone.
To all the new teachers in Acadsoc, I wish you more strength and perseverance. There might be things which you will encounter that may be difficult to deal with, but don't worry, okay? Your co-teachers will help you along the way. Stay positive and always do your best. And for the teachers who have been teaching for a while now in Acadsoc, I wish you more blessings and good health. I love you all and happy Teacher's Day! Okay, and goodbye!